Well, he said that Hi. It's 2 shows, so yes. Couldn't do racket. Yeah, it is a bit much too.
Anthony's the greatest.
Move over to Bailey. There's a new start attack.
Yeah, Carey could complete the hat trick. What about you?
3 over 1 times. Just be precise. Yeah, there's a big
Why did you make it target here? He could give a lad his debut on the weekend and use it. What could we best fit? I think it's a point to account yet. If he likes to I remember looking at that. Ruben's decision to keep Kobe Wenger at it.
It's all been high, almost sold pennies on the dollar as well.
Really?
Just shows how much it was.
Isn't that what was the other
They're not every team.
Is it only Man United who have games that they might have won and didn't?
I agree.
Everyone else gets exactly what they think.
So someone at Mark Fury corner on the So we're well then.
What was the best thing I got my goal scored and
It's standing quite
scoring a lot.
It's great talking about playing.
Chess, I've interviewed a lot of chess.
That was
Asking about the
that would be. If you go to say
you gave the same answer to that. Terrible quote.
It's super strict. Getting the ball.
All we care about. After that, they can not win the Brexit season. It's not about Champions League, it's about haircuts.
Yeah, yeah. How many cameras do you think are going to be around him in time?
Giving the guy ball.
Michael, are you gonna
Very
is Michael not going to go with haircut?
Apparently, he goes around 6 feet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but who's doing the haircut?
I had that.
What they should do is just go one lot on Tuesday.
Yeah, take on that. Just keep taking an easy one.
Point it.
before the ball was kicked,
What did Tom Holland do? That's very exciting.
You're obsessed with white loss, but it's the category.
That's much of that is mainly weekend culture, so getting it.
right side of that argument.
But I don't know. It's good to see that there's still the wet marks from those water trips and stuff.
There were the wind now, so it's fine.
That's right.
Well, one of them was full of red. Is that what that's more than what's up there?
Is that all costs on the Premier League? All domestic costs on the Premier League? He's actually coming back. No, sorry, Manchester.
First yellow was in. Yeah.
I actually don't think he was in there. I thought he
So what do you think is it's the cushion is cheap when he wins that on March the
Well, after missing 4.
Yeah, he's now got 4. Like against Liverpool, so you know, March is
Yeah.
and he's only got 1 or 2 points away from it. He's not accumulates bookings to put his competitions. We don't know.
Right.
Last update on the 7th. Premier League website says the Six have 8 other cards. Correct.
7th of November.
So it says today. So update today the Premier League website to the Mayor 8.
So he's 2 away. So when he comes back, he's 2 more bookings away from a accumulated booking suspension. Which they have 2. That's the call.
Is this better than Casemiro come back and say
Sounds like it's better than yeah, come back and
Too close. Technically, it's too close.
You wait till that's end.
Yeah.
It's a set for your one, so stay out for 3 hours at
Really. the game kind of hinged on one moment. What did you make of the red card?
First, I think we started the 30 minutes well. I think it was a good away performance, very even against Man United team in flow and playing with confidence. So happy with that. Of course, the red card changed the momentum. Very proud of the players in general, but proud of them the last 60 plus whatever 10 injury minutes. How they show resilience, stayed in the game, didn't crumble, kept fighting, and still created some moments where we could, maybe have created that goal. Then of course it's when we then did the 3 positive subs with 15-20 minutes to go, he scored straight after. The red card is a red card. I watched it now back 5 times. Kuti clearly tried to go for the ball. Unfortunately, just moved before, and then it's a red card.
Problem for him, obviously. I think this is his 4th suspension this season. 4 games you're going to lose him for as well. How do you kind of take any recklessness out of this game while keeping the aggression?
I think it's if you look at how many red cards he has had, it's not like he had that many throughout his career. And you play with passion and you play with aggression, and there's a fine line when you do that.
He's got the most in the Premier League since he arrived at the club.
At the club, yeah, but not in Premier League.
Of Premier League players, I think.
Of Premier League players. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Can I ask just about Destiny Doggies? Any word on what that is? Is it hamstring?
We will assess him tomorrow. So of course I will probably see you guys in 2 days time or less. Then we'll know more. We'll assess him tomorrow.
Thomas, Christian's red card obviously comes a few days after what happened after the transfer window. Is there any regret in making him captain?
No, there's not. And also he was also sorry for the incident. He said, apologized to his teammates in the changing room. No, I think he's one of the most important players, and I think when he performed top, he's driving the team.
To the back, please.
Thomas, just on this, he's not helping the team at the moment. If he gets sent off for 28 minutes at Old Trafford, with the greatest respect, he's not helping the team, he's not helping you, especially with some of the disgraceful comments. It's his 2nd red card, I think, in 10 games for you. Just for the team's sake, and actually for the players' sake, why don't we get not to make him captain, just to sort of take that focus and let someone else who maybe keep a bit calmer wear the armband?
I think it's fair to say I don't think I have any intention to get a red card after 28 minutes. So what? Sorry.
Maybe that makes it worse if he doesn't know what he's doing.
I think that's your perception. Yeah.
So you're not going to consider at least maybe taking the armband from him?
No.
Jake?
Hi, Thomas. Just with red cards, injuries piling up, etc. How do you sort of keep the team motivated and tell them that the corner is going to turn eventually?
Yeah, I think what I'm very happy with the players and what they're showing. I think they actually show a lot of resilience, because it's very, very tough to get out there every week and don't get enough of the good results. But I think of course we can't run away from that. We haven't won enough in the Premier League. We're just coming on the back end of 4 good games where we also showed a lot of resilience. Before that we also did it, but we didn't get enough of the results where we turned around second half. So I think there's still a lot to hang the hat on in terms of resilience. But of course the performances need to be backed up with a little bit, do more, and get a little keep doing the right things, because then results will turn.
I know you sometimes speak about you need to get sugar at the end of the hard work. So do you and the players still see enough sugar to keep going?
I think there's no other alternative than keep going. I think that's fair to say, which we will do, of course. But of course, is in life and football, there's very tough times, and then in the very tough times, there's head down, stand up, face it, keep going. There's no other way, and that's what the players are doing, and I think they show it every single week. And the good thing is, I think actually, as I said, there was just Dortmund and Frankfurt, 2 good performances result. Second half very good against City. There was more good than positive against Burnley. I know we want to win it. I think the resilience the players showed today, in terms of where it's so easy to crumple, so easy to go out there and lose 5-0. They just stayed in the game throughout, had a chance to come back into it. So I think they show a lot.
Simon, final one, please.
Thomas, you're having to sit here and defend Christian, which you have. What has he said to you? I know you've said he's apologised, but like in that moment, he's supposed to be leading. What has he said to you? Because he's let you down.
We hasn't spoken specific about this situation because he apologized to the players, and there's to us, to the players, to the team in there. And that's enough for me for now. Then there's how can you say, that's it. You know, nothing more to do now.
Okay. So he can't play for you now in the league until middle of March. Given the number of absentees you've got, that is not helping the situation at all, is it?
Nope. Doesn't.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You all right?
Yeah. And apparently, I haven't checked this out, but apparently the PG Manuel said he should have been sent off for both games.
I've never seen a defender diving two feet than this was. Yeah, true, yeah. Team Tottenham to Spurs.
Even one more getting back around.
Oh yeah, you all right? Start with Simon. Ready?
Michael, congratulations. Manchester United played Everton earlier this season. Everton had a man set off. Manchester United couldn't break them down. What was it that pleased you about the way that the team kept going and kept creating opportunities to break Tottenham down, get the second goal and extend this winning run?
Yeah, man, it's a tricky one, Tom. Man, you know, we've seen all sorts of different things happen from playing against 10 men over the years, and listen, the first goal is normally vital, you know, to get ahead. But I think it's just encouraging the expression and the attacking play, and not so much the enjoyment where you can do what you want and it's playground kind of flicks and tricks, but more playing with a purpose. But really, the confidence, you know. And listen, the first goal ends up coming from a really well worked corner. So there's different ways to get that goal, but the boys pulled it off really well. Credit to Johnny and Kaita who kind of put that together and worked with the boys over the few days of having an idea. So there's different ways you can break teams down, but fortunately for us today we managed to pull it off.
Dan?
Michael, in terms of Bruno Fernandes, a goal for him, but just really summing up a brilliant few weeks for him, is it fair to say he could be one of, if not the most informed player in the league right now? Yeah,
quite possibly. I think Bruno's been, his level of performance over quite a long period of time now has been so consistent. He's always in and around big moments, you know, and he kind of got his fingerprints on it most of the time. So and he just cares so much, you know, Bruno. You can see that he cares so much about the club and wanting the club to do well, the team to do well, and he can play so many different positions. He ended up playing off the left today and got his goal off at the end from playing off the left. So he just got them quality in the big moments to that composure and can make the difference for us. And it's nothing new. Hopefully it continues. I'm sure he'll have big moments between now and the end of the season as well.
And it's the first time the team have won 4 Premier League wins in a row since February 2024. Just in this run, what's pleased you the most in such a short space of time since you and the backroom stuff?
Yeah, I think the connection with everyone probably is as plain as anything. Listen, we all know that what goes on the pitch is ultimately really important, but in results and performances. But I think the feeling, the kind of the emotion, the connection with players, the staff, with the coaches, with the supporters, it feels good, you know, and all pulling in it. And we've had to win games in different ways over the recent weeks and show that spirit. And so seeing the stadium and in that way, everyone leaving in such a good place, that gives me a lot of satisfaction, you know, as much as the type of football and the tactical, technical side, you know. We come here to look forward to some excitement, and so to go home happy is a good place.
Hi Michael, congratulations. You mentioned winning in different ways. I mean, this side, we've touched on the run. How has it been easier than you thought? All the players have just been better, because I mean, United have got more points now than they had all of last season, and that really has been since you've come in. And I don't know what you've changed. Is it something that's one thing you've changed from?
I don't know. I don't. It's difficult to say because I wasn't here before. So in terms of changing, I think we just come in with our beliefs in how we want to see how we see things, principles, and asking the players and to do certain things and behave in a certain way. And it's difficult to comment in terms of what's changed. I think, as I said, I'm pleased with the kind of obviously the buy-in, the connection, and everyone's invested in it. I think that goes a long way. I think tactics and certain times, you know, the game can flow in different ways and you can look very different, good or bad, but I think being in a real good emotional place helps you, and again that proved to be the case. It was different today. We had to manage the game, control the game, and show patience and good quality, but there's different ways to do it. But certainly you know, the 4 games that we've had have slightly looked different, but we're not getting carried away. I'm not sitting here thinking we've everything's great, we've cracked it, you know. There's a lot of work to do, so and I'm fully aware of that.
Samuel. Hi Michael. When the team did last win 4 games on the spin, Cobby was integral to that with the goal at Wolves and what have you. Do you feel he's now getting back to the level of those performances in that breakthrough season?
Yeah, there's no doubt Cobby's ability, you know, of what he can bring. I think he's still so young, and let's be careful about putting all so much right on his shoulders and expecting so much of him. I think he's still learning the game, you know, and because he's kind of had he's had the big high and then obviously didn't play for a little bit. It's easy to think he's a lot older and more experienced probably than he is, but credit to him, you know, he's came right in and found his rhythm of football, which is not easy after a period of time out, and he's found that physically and mentally, and we know he can handle the ball, and hopefully over the time, which I'm sure he'll keep improving, you know, and he's got to be patient and not expect too much from him all the time.
Rory?
Michael, you're very still on the touchline. You don't kind of gesticulate wildly like some managers do. Are you having to like control yourself? Because the adrenaline presumably is pumping at that moment. Are you?
Depends if we score or not, I suppose. No, I think it's just managing the moment. I'm not particularly thinking I need to look a certain way, or I'm not into that. It's not a performance from me. It's I'm just being myself. But yeah, surely I think it helps make clear decisions and trying to understand what the game's going on. There's certainly an emotional side, you know. I think I've made myself look a little bit silly with some of the celebrations for certain goals that we've had, but that's part of football, and you've got to enjoy the moments at certain times. But there's definitely an element of trying to be calm and thoughtful and calculated at the right time as well.
Rob?
Hi Michael, obviously you played in the central midfield as well for Man United, just on Cobby, being dropped back into the midfield of a Premier League game when you've missed so much football. How impressive is that, and is there more to come? Because the inevitable question will be, if he carries on, that there's still a chance that he's going to make a late run and get into the England squad.
There's definitely more to come from him, and that's just the age the stage he's at his career. You like to think, you know, he's just starting out really, essentially, and he's got so much experience under his belt of big occasions, big games, and pressurised situations. That's going to help him, you know, develop, learning the game, you know, and playing next to Cassie and learning off him things that he's probably not even realising he's picking up just playing next to him, as well as the other players around him. I think that's just part of his kind of journey to learn and develop. But as I said, I'm really conscious that he's come in, he's played the 4 games and he's found his rhythm. Young players will, you know, they have times when they're up and then they might have a little dip. That's not all of a sudden he's good or he's a poor player. Cobby is what he is, and managing that's really important especially for younger players and understanding that. So he's done